Hey guys, today we're back with another shooting review, and today on the channel we have the Glock 17 long slide. Stay tuned for this one. Alright guys, we're back. Once again, we will be doing the shooting review for the Glock 17L. This is a Gen 3 gun. This is what a lot of people call the unicorns of Glock. You rarely ever see this pistol online. They run from anywhere from $700 to even $800, depending on you get one that's never even been fired, and they're only going up from there. This gun really is the unicorn of Glock. It's the first one I've ever had, first one I ever actually seen in person, and whenever I got offered it in a trade, I knew I had to get it. But this gun right here really is something else. Straight off the bat, if you all cannot tell, the big difference with this gun right here is it has a 6-inch barrel versus the normal Glock 17's 4.5-inch barrel. As you can see, that right there is something else. It's the longest Glock barrel made right now. It's factory made anyway. It's like I said, really hard to find all around, and if you all even want one or you ever see one, even if you don't want one, if I was you, I would grab a hold of it because you won't see many more of these. I've read up on some forums a little bit about them, just getting a brief history in them, and they made them, if I ain't mistaken, they made a Gen 2 of them, they made a Gen 3 of them, and that was it. With the Gen 3s, they only made 1,500 of them every 3 years. So, as you can tell, that isn't much. A lot of the people compare the 17L to the Glock 34. The Glock 34 has a 5.3-inch barrel, so you're looking about around a 3/4 of an inch difference between the 17L and the 34. The 17, once again, had the 6-inch barrel, so it's going to be slightly longer than the 34. But overall, what Glock really made this pistol for was competition shooting. And as you can see right now, it does pretty well. At first off, whenever I started shooting it, the sights was very, very bad off. I'm just straight up telling you. It was shooting up and to the left very bad. Like at about 25 yards, I was missing it with feet. So, I mean, as you can see, there was something wrong with the sights. Whenever I first got them, they were shifted all the way to the right and up, so I fixed that. I sighted in, and after I sighted in, it works perfect. It has a windage and elevation sight in the back and just a one white bead sight in the front. They're normal Glock sights, except the back is windage and elevation changeable. In the front, you have a window here. A lot of people call this a ported barrel, but it's not ported. What a ported barrel is whenever the actual barrel has ports in it to let gas and everything else escape to the top, and it keeps the muzzle from rising up so much, and it kind of pushes it down because it's escaping in the front, so it pushes the muzzle down in the front. But what this done in the front was it pretty much cut out a chunk of metal to keep it from being very, very heavy. I could do with or without that. I feel like if it was heavier in the front, that'd have been better for muzzle rise and everything. But I think this is only a few more ounces lighter or heavier than the actual Glock 17. So that's somewhat interesting. But a lot of people carried this gun for a while whenever it comes to competition shooting. I don't really remember any law enforcement carrying this gun. And out of this 6-inch barrel, 9mm is something else. I mean, it's probably the most powerful semi-automatic that Glock ever made in 9mm, and it is because the barrel's so long. But this gun really is a good shooter. Whenever it comes to actually, I guess, muzzle rise and everything, it's manageable. For some reason, I feel like I done better with the Glock 17 normal one and the Glock 45 newest generation or newest model Glock out. But it's still done good. It's fun to shoot, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it was a little bit heavier with muzzle rise than I would have liked. That's why I kind of wish that they wouldn't have cut this out. I could deal with the heaviness over having a lighter front end. But you have more mass moving back, and that's going to bring the front of the gun up. So any of you mathematicians or physics out there can also agree with me on that. Something I really don't like about this gun is the Gen 3 handle. I mean, they only made these for Gen 3, but if you like the Gen 3s, and more power to you, But I just feel for overall it just didn't have enough grip or anything, which I mean, I still like them, don't get me wrong. My first Glock I ever had was Glock 17 Gen 3, so they've got a special place in my heart, but I don't really like them whenever it comes to how it feels and everything. This gun also has an upgraded slide release, upgraded mag release, and these mags right here are stock from factory 17 round mags, but somebody put a, looks like a Vickers something base plate or whatever on it, and they're light blue. They look pretty good, and you can strip them if it ever got hung or anything, so I like that pretty well about it. But this will be about the end of the shooting review for the 17L. There really isn't much to say about it besides that it really is a unicorn. If some of the Reddit posts and everything I seen was correct about them being only made from 89 to 99, then that means that there was only, well, you can do the math, there wasn't many of these made if there was only 1,500 made every 3 years. But guys, I appreciate y'all watching. What do you think about it? Do you think it's way too long for how long a pistol should be, or do you think it's pretty interesting and you hope Glock brings it back? Do I think Glock will bring this model back anytime soon? Probably not, because like what's going on right now is Glock is barely pushing out any Gen 5s, let alone any new model guns ready to bring it back, anything like this. But guys, I appreciate y'all watching. Like and subscribe for more gun reviews, and I'll see you all in the next video.